Okay, so I've got 3 new items here that have come through the post to open. All Blu-rays, and we're gonna take a look. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome to a new post-opening video where I've had these 3 items drop through the door, and thusly I'm going to open them up and see what we have. So first up, we are going to open this one here that came from World of Books. Yes, World of Books. So it came off of eBay. Of course it came off of eBay. Yeah, that's where this purchase was made. So let's open this one up. And what we have inside is the movie Fences, Denzel Washington and Viola Davis. Now luckily this only cost me a couple of quid. And there's a reason why I say luckily, because the other day I was doing a Desert Island Disc video. Now, if you're unaware of this, a Desert Island Disc video that I do is a series whereby I take one of these shelves, I go through everything on that shelf with you, ask you to pick out what film you would take with you out of all of them, that one film, if you were stuck on a desert island or the like. And thusly I was doing one of these shelves, and guess what was on that shelf? Oh dear. This here was on that shelf. This here has just arrived. I already had it. I already had the film. I picked it up cheap. I've not seen the film. It's a blind buy. Twice a blind buy now, but I really wanted to see the film, thus I bought it and never watched it, and then I've forgotten that I bought it and I bought it again. So and I'm making more and more mistakes like this because my collection is so vast. I'm making more and more of these mistakes, and I really need to document what I have in one of them apps because it's getting stupid now for me. Luckily, like I said, it was a couple of quid, so I'm not too fussed in that sense. So this is going to go on that double pile of stuff for me to have a clear out of and get rid of at some juncture. There's absolutely no point in me taking this stuff down to CEX because I'll just get pennies for it. So I'd much rather just give this stuff away, and that's what I'll do with it. But yeah, so Fences is a film that I do have, and I'm looking forward to watching it. I'm going to leave it out to watch. But yeah, so there's that. It was a complete pointless buy. The irony is, as I bought it, and then maybe 2 days later, I went and filmed this episode, and thusly, yeah, came to realise, had I waited on that purchase, I'd have realised I actually do have it. Anyway, the next up, this one here. Let's open this. So, what is this one? I have no idea. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot I was waiting for this. It's not a double, but it is because it's an upgrade. Season 2 of the TV show Life on Mars. Season 2 and the final season. Starring John Sim and Philip Glenister. And I always thought she was a really attractive actress. Anyway, yeah, so Life on Mars, Season 2, the modern day cop who something happens to him and he wakes up in the 70s. It's a really good show. Really good show. Now, when I was out in London with Matt and Chris, Cypher Sigma, Screen Time, Matt V's Movies, I picked up Season 1 on Blu-ray. Like I said, I do have them on DVD, but I never did upgrade them to Blu-ray. And I had Season 1 there for £6 in CEX, and thusly I bought it. And I've ordered Season 2 to go with it. It's fantastic. Great series, it really is. You also had like the follow-up series called Ashes to Ashes, was then set in the 80s. Philip Glenister reprised his role as Gene Hunt. John Sim wasn't in the follow-up series because his story came to an end here. But yeah, it was a really strong series. So those are those two. And now that last item, and this is a bootleg. It's a bootleg item that I requested. I said, look, can you do this for me, please? This is what I want, and thusly I've got it. At least I think that's what it is. It can't be anything else. Obviously, I know it's a bootleg before opening it because of the packaging, because of the label on it. I know exactly what it is. Now, with this one now, what I'm going to do, be fair with my bootlegs, I'm going to show you the menu screen and all that. I'm going to show you the sort of thing that I'm getting, the product, shall we say. That's what I'm going to start doing with the bootleg purchases. So, in here, we have this here. This is bubble wrapped, and it comes, you know, always put in a little plastic bag as well, on them little disc bags. Let's get it out of that so we can see it in all its glory, all its loveliness. And it's not a film, it's actually a documentary. The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened. Death of Superman Lives, What Happened. There's the back, and there's the disc inside, like so. Yeah, The Death of Superman Lives is the documentary that is all about the Nicolas Cage Superman film that never came to be. It just goes into depth about that, and you've got all the, you know, you see Nicolas Cage in the suit, all that. This stuff's on the internet anyway, but it's kind of like a fan-produced documentary that did get a release. Now, this has loads of special features on it, and apparently this is a rip of that official Blu-ray, which is quite hard to get a hold of, in a sense. That's why I had it bootlegged, because I couldn't get hold of it any other way. Now, this film was all but made. This film was made. This film was in the can. It hadn't been shot. It had been made, but it hadn't been filmed, by which I mean sets were built, costumes were made, the script was in place, everything was there, except the film wasn't shot. Nicolas Cage got paid for this role, and he never got to film it. Obviously, we recently got to see a version of Nicolas Cage as Superman in The Flash, in one of the cameos towards the end of the film. It's not particularly great looking because of the dodgy CGI, and apparently he actually went and filmed that. I don't know, but there we go. So what I'm going to do now is go step away. We'll take a look at this and see how it actually looks. Ghost ship there. So let's put this disc in. Take a look. TV. Let me draw the curtains spinning so we can get a better look, so we ain't got daylight affecting us. I know you can see reflection, but there we go. Okay, so there we have that. Okay, so turn the volume down. I've got to turn it on first. I will turn the volume down. Okay, so here we go. Here we can see the feature film, chapters, commentaries. So you got all that stuff on here. And if we go down to special features, we can have a look in there. And we have deleted scenes after Kevin Smith, resuscitation suit, extended scenes. So you got all this stuff there. Go into one of them. Shut such a bit. There's old Kevin Smith. So you got a lot of you know, I don't know what I've pressed there. I've come out of it, pressed the wrong button. There we go. Go back. Disc menu. Start the feature film. Shot search in. There we go. That's me fast forwarding through it, you know what I mean? Okay, so there we go. There you got to see some of the sort of menu screen, the how that bootleg actually looked, and it looked marvellous. And this is one of those sort of Hollywood stories that I'm just intrigued by. I really like the fact that, well, that we've got this documentary. It's a film that I really wish had happened, regardless of how bad it could have been or would have been. I would love to have seen that Nicolas Cage Superman film. And I've always said today, with all of the Superman or DC animated features that we're getting, why don't they take the completed script of that and give us an animated movie based on the script for that film, so we could actually see what it is. It would be an original movie. It wouldn't be based on any existing property in the sense of a graphic novel or anything. It would be a self-contained original DC movie. Hell, even pay to get Nicolas Cage to come and voice his Superman and Clark Kent. Why not? Why would DC not do that? I don't know if there's some legalities in the costing of it, that the writers would have to be paid mega amounts or something. I don't know. But for me, that's a no-brainer to produce that as an animated feature. So we can get to see Superman fighting the giant spider. I don't know. There may be some wranglings legality-wise with the original producers and this sort of a thing. I honestly don't know. But, you know, why not? Why not? That's my question. Anyway, so those were the 3 items there. A Blu-ray I already had. A Blu-ray of a TV series that I'm replacing from DVD to Blu-ray. And that there bootleg item. Yeah, and like I said, I'm always happy to share where I get these from in private conversation. So if you do want to know, just drop me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and I can, you know, they're only shipped within the UK though. That's the only issue. So if you're outside of the UK, unfortunately I can't help, other than say look on eBay. This stuff does pop up. You do see, it's amazing how often I do see, you know, some of the Marvel and Star Wars stuff being sold on eBay, bootleg stuff. It is there if you know where to look. Yeah, so that was it really. There the items. So this is me done, and I shall see you all later. Take care all, and goodbye.